everybody, and from ATC Studio here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get started with Nurgle Demons. I am sorry I've not uploaded in the last few days. I was doing another video on the preview, but there's some technical issues, and unfortunately I could not get it out. But anyway, so Nurgle Demons in the Chaos Demons Codex, in my opinion, not one of the best armies, but I'll still do a how to getting started with. It's been more popular than most of my other videos, so I'll just do it for most of the factions. Of course, all pictures belong to Games Workshop from their respective artists, and this video is entirely unofficial. Now, to begin with, we have got the Start Collecting Nurgle Demons box. Now, I personally think of all the starter box, this one really isn't that great, because the, I don't know what they're called, the thingies on the plague drones at the back, the issue with them, they're not that good, they're quite expensive points-wise, and they're bad in combat, so they're not worth it. And the other stuff, it's really just, you might as well get them separately. Neither Nurglings nor the Plaguebearers are that great. You probably would want a Poxbringer, but if you're doing a big collection, you're going to want Daemon Princes and Great Unclean Ones. So if you were starting, this is quite useful. You might want to have the plague flies to fiddle around with, model them, and the other's about the same price, so you can get it, but it's not the best of all the start collecting kits. And of course, the Poxbringer is one of the cheap HQ choices. It's 70 points, strength 5, toughness 5, okay in melee. It can manifest as a psychic power, which is quite good for its price. And you're mainly going to be wanting it as, if you're mainly troop focused, just a psych up, and also just a cheap HQ choice to fill out your battalions, because so just a cheap HQ choice to fill stuff out, and it's quite cheap money wise. Great Unclean One's very expensive, £85. So if you're getting a big selection, you're always going to want one of these. It's like all the Nurgle Demons have these greater demons, and not all the Chaos Demons are the greater demons, and the Great Unclean One is Nurgle's one. Of course, there's a name one which is Rottigus, but I prefer the Great Unclean One itself. It's a really cool model. It's of course quite expensive, but you've got like 250 points. It's a Psyker, really good in melee, has some aura, so it's certainly worth buying. And if you're getting a big collection, I put this in, or if you're sleeping at some other chaos, this is one of the top models. And of course, there's the regular Daemon Prince, the Nurgle Daemon Prince specific model. I don't like. First of all, it doesn't have wings. Second of all, it's in resin. So if you're getting started, you're not going to want to buy this. You're going to want to buy this regular model. It's got wings. You can use it as a Nurgle Daemon Prince, and of course, it's very good. You pay 146 points base. If you want 2 Malefic Talons, you get 7 attacks. And of course, you can choose, if it's Nurgle, it gets disgustingly resilient, and its Psycho manifests 1 psychic power. However, the Nurgle Demon Prince in the Death Guard Codex is the same price and is slightly better. I think it's also got the Hateful Assault, so +1 attack when it charges, which is why if you've got a Demon Prince and you've got both either a Nurgle's Demons and Death Guard HQ that you can have in, you're always going to want to put it as a Death Guard one, because it's simply got an extra ability and it's the same price. You always want it. And next up, we've got the troop choices, the Plaguebearers. They are quite expensive at £20 for 10 of them. And in my opinion, they are absolutely rubbish on the tabletop. The issue is they're 8 points a model, so they're not great for screens, and unlike the Bloodthirsters, they don't have AP in their melee weapons, so they're not actually that good in close combat, and they are resilient. 5 up invulnerable, and the 5 up feel no pain, but if you want those resilience, Pink Horrors probably just do that better, and they've got longer range guards. They're rubbish in melee, the Pink Horrors. Pink Horrors are basically better, and if you want the screen, Poxwalkers, they're 3 points less, they don't take morale, and they're nearly as resilient. They have the 5 up invulnerable, but with morale, eventually, they can kill 15, another 10 run away, so it's really a bit of a problem, and these are not good units. And of course, next up we have the Nurglings. Nurglings have a function. So they are 18 points a model, and they get 4 wounds apiece and the 5 up invulnerable save. It's only strength 2T2, which is actually really bad. No ranged weapons. They're rubbish in melee. They're not good at survivability, because you just pump in 1 multi-damage weapon and it's dead. So, and there's got no armor save. So their only real purpose is their ability, which means before your first turn, you can put them anywhere that's at least 9 inches from enemy models. Now this is extremely useful for locking up tanks. However, if you were to get started, you probably wouldn't want too many of them, because in 9th edition, tanks will still be able to fire when they're in close combat. So this is pretty pathetic, and eventually they just get all run over by the tanks, so they're not really a good HQ choice. Now, as for heavies, there's not really many good elites. Beast of Nurgle's pretty rubbish. There is one heavy support that's decent. It's a Soul Grinder. It's 180 points, which is quite expensive, but it gets ×2 minus 4d6 melee weapon, and it's got some really good range gun. D6 shots at 8 minus 2 flat 3, and there's some other guns. You want it moving forward. It's their only decent heavy support moving forward, doing a bit of damage to their tanks and getting good in melee. Now that about sums it up for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see new videos most days on your homepage. And now also, yes, Nurgle Demons aren't one of the best, and personally, if you were going to start collecting an army, if it was Chaos Demons, I would probably pick Zinch Demons, because they've got some cool models, some nice flamers, or Corn Demons, because they're ridiculously good in melee. But yeah, Nurgle Demons aren't the best. And of course, this video is 7 minutes and 7 seconds for a reason. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. But for now, bye!